Hey, it's Rebecca with Rain Nail Studio, and today we are doing some simple Halloween nail art. This is beginner friendly, so get your tools out. We're starting out with a fresh set of acrylic. This is an overlay, so I'm really impressed with the shape. And these are my tools. We're going to use a medium liner brush, a dotting tool, and then this little dish just to keep my colors separated and, clean. So the colors that I'm going in with is black, white, pink, and then a little bit of green. So we're going to start with the eyeballs. I felt like doing nail art on top of glitter was the best thing for this particular set. So we're just going to start with a white base for the eyeballs. And then I'm going to go in with a detail brush just to make sure that it actually looks like a circle, make sure that it looks round. So when you're doing nail art, you just want to think of everything as circles and lines, but you really want to get a clean look. So detail brushes, obviously some lint-free wipes, and dotting tools are going to be your best friend. Once the base of the eyeballs have cured for 60 seconds, I'm going to go in with my dotting tool again in the pink shade, and then I'm going to make another circle, but it's not going to be as big as the white base, obviously. Now with this part, you want to make sure that you're not applying the polish on too thick. You want to put just a small amount. That way your nail doesn't look bumpy. Make sure that the gel cures all the way through with all of the layers. And you just want it to be a clean look, okay? I know I keep saying clean look, but that's what it is. This is aesthetics, right? So just make sure you have your liner brush and make sure you're not using too much product. Our next step is going to add a little bit of depth to the eyeballs. It's going to be the black shade, and you're going to go in with a tiny dot. You want to make sure that you can still see the pink around the white base. Then you're going to cure that, and then I'm going to add just a little bit more detail. I added some red lines throughout the eyeball just to give it a little bit more of like a spooky flair. I didn't want it to be too cutesy, and then I didn't want people wondering what exactly it was. So they're really gonna have to look at my nails to see the details, but adding the red lines really just did it for me. Next, we're going to work on our spider nail design. So this is really simple. You're just going to take your liner brush and draw 3 lines connecting at one point. And in between those lines, you're going to add small arches. You can add as many as you want. You can make them as small or large as you want, just as long as you stay in between those lines to give it an even look. After I draw this design, I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some glitter on top of it before I cure it. And one mistake I made was not top coating before I started this design. So I did have to go around with my liner brush to add the matte top coat, but just make sure you do that so you don't have to do the extra work. Always top coat before you start a sugar design. It just gives it a more smooth and clean look. Now for the final part of this look, we are going to do a pumpkin on the thumb, and I chose the pumpkin just because she's cute. Okay, we're going to go in with pink, and we're going to add just enough gel to give us a silhouette of a pumpkin. Then we're going to fill it in. Now the opacity does not have to be thick. It just needs to be enough to cover the surface, because once you add all of the lines and details, she's going to look put together. So for the lining of the pumpkin, or the outlining, you want to make sure that you have a very steady hand, because you want your lines to look as clean and straight as possible. That way you don't lose the shape or silhouette of the pumpkin. So make sure that you're familiar with your liner brush, and if you need the extra help, go ahead and opt in for a gel paint instead of a gel polish. Once I've finished the outline of the pumpkin, I'm going to add 2 lines in the middle, somewhat at a curve, just to give the pumpkin some depth. This is a cute pumpkin, so we're actually going to make sure that the mouth stays pointed upwards at both sides. The first time I did it, one of the sides was downward, and it just kind of looked like if she was trying to be a spooky pumpkin. But she has hard eyes and a glitter glow, so we're gonna make sure that the mouth is staying upward. And then for the eyes, it's really simple hard eyes. So I mean, you can do the triangles, you can do circles, you can do whatever you want, but for this particular look, we're going for cutesy. So she has hearts and an upward grin. For the stem, I used a green shade, and then once I cured that, I went in with black and tried to give her a little bit of shape in the stem with a circle at the top. For the top coat, I'm going to go in first with North Pole from Madam Glam. It is a sheer iridescent top coat, and I'm only putting that on the pumpkin because, like I said, she has a shimmery glow. And then once that is complete, I will go in with my regular no wipe top coat, and we're all done. I'm looking forward to recording more spooky nail sets. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram at BeccaB_. Again, my name is Rebecca, and I hope to see you soon.